So apparently the first song we're listening to today is the most commercially successful, I guess. It's the most popular song from the album. It's the shortest one too, so I had to add another one on, of course, so let's go. Hi guys, welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. Got to spend some time with my kid alone today, but she slept the whole time, so didn't get to really do much. So I just sort of sat around and actually got a moment to, reflect for a minute. My life is like a mile a minute, it feels like sometimes, so glad to be here. We're going to be doing 2 tracks from By Numbers. Like I said, we started last week with Slip Kid and what was the other one called? See how it's going to bug me. But yeah, we're doing Squeeze Box, which is the most popular song from this album, and then Dreaming from the Waist. I think that was no, that's a Pete song. Never mind. It was the B-side of Slip Kid, actually. They're both sexual songs, it seems like, from what I read. And apparently this was planned, Squeeze Box was planned for a Who TV show. And it was meant to be played by 100, how should I say this in the first 8 minutes? Bare-chested women playing accordions, which sounds very interesting. It's got a Farfisa organ-based arrangement and some bluegrass banjos. What? Come on, let's go, dude. Welcome to Who Wednesday. If y'all are subscribed, help a brother out, click that icon right below my face. I would really appreciate it. It really helps channel out. And if you leave a like and a comment, it helps even more. It really does. All right. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to do this every Wednesday, 10 a.m. if you want to come hang out in the chat. Squeeze Box by The Who. 3, 2, 1, go.
Mama's got a squeeze box she wears on her chest, but when daddy comes home he never gets no rest, 'cause she's playing all night and the music's alright. Mama's got a squeeze box, daddy never sleeps at night. Well, the kids don't eat and the dog can't sleep. There's no escape from the music in the whole damn street, 'cause she's playing all night and the music's alright. Mama's got a squeeze box, daddy never sleeps at night.
It doesn't even sound like that, but I love it.
She goes in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out. She's playing all night and the music's alright. Mama's got a squeeze box, daddy never sleeps at night. She goes, squeeze me, come on and squeeze me, come on and tease me.
That's
like you do. I'm so in love with you. Mama's got a squeeze box, daddy never sleeps at night.
Damn, he's shredding on that thing.
She goes in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out. 'Cause she's playing all night and the
Keith is
music's
killing it.
alright. Mama's got a squeeze box, daddy never sleeps at night.
That is not fair. How short that is, bro. Come on. Dreaming from the Waist. Pete was going through some stuff when he wrote this album. I'll drink to that. Cheers. Vitamin water. whistle's killing him. Okay, Ox.
And then I second, and I feel like I'm cemented down. I'm so juiced that the hoary lady's sad story has me quietly weeping. But here comes the dawning, here comes the yawning, demanding clown. I'm dreaming, but I know it's all hot air.
This is pure Who right here.
Back to that rocking chair. I'm dreaming of the day.
Reminds me of Tommy a little bit. Just that one part.
The day I can't control myself. Day I can't control myself. Hey, hey.
Yes.
Day I can't control myself. Woo.
And John, oh my God. Oh my God, John, bro. Ox is killing it. Keith. Man. I'm not gonna lie, they're one of the top bands when the songs are over. I'm just sad. I wish I could listen to them all night. But alas, I cannot. That was awesome. This album is totally slept on. I don't know how people... Well, I guess it's kind of hard when you've got Quadrophenia, Who's Next, Tommy, all those albums. They're like some of the best albums of all time, basically. So even an above average album for them, would be a generational sort of, yeah, whatever you want to call it, a generational seminal album, for a band. It would be their high watermark, this album, it feels like, because this has been very, very different, but still Who at the same time. And I realized something while listening. Here you go. Here's my wonderful reaction insight for you. Roger completely... I always sleep on Roger. And I always talk about the instrumentals, or, I'll say his vocals fit the music or something. For some reason, in that last song there, it really connected with me how much of an integral part he is of the Who. He, I don't want to say he's the face of it. What's the word? Obviously he's the voice, but so is Pete at the same time. Though Pete is the brain and the writing behind it, but I feel like Roger is like the sound in a way, like Pete kind of writes and creates the worlds and a lot of the background elements for like the synthesizers, the keys, the guitars, obviously, but there's just something about his voice that just screams obviously the Who, because he's the only lead singer they've had. But I don't know, man. Like, I guess my brain always goes to, Keith, because Keith in both of these songs just going nuts. John in that second song, I mean, good God. He basically was playing guitar, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was on lead right there. That was crazy. I love when John just goes off like that. And then I know he did the album cover, I think, and it's like you draw the stuff that makes something. It definitely is like a midlife crisis album, I don't know if I said that last week or not, but that's what it feels like 4 songs in. Let me see. Is this all of side 1? Let me see. No, it is. Oh, come on, you little shit. Oh, I'm at the wrong thing. That's why I'm still on the single. No, there's still one more track. All right, so Imagine a Man. So the next week would be Imagine a Man and Success Story, which is written by John Entwistle. Okay. There's some live tracks too, I guess, but we're not going to do those probably. So he did Pete did the banjo, guitar, accordion. I didn't hear an accordion yet, but he didn't do lead vocals in any of these. Keith Moon on drums, John Entwistle didn't do anything special for this. I'm just seeing if there's anything different. And then, yeah, Roger Daltrey lead vocals, Nicky Hopkins on piano. That's about it. I love the country twang of this, too. You know, it's their most American-sounding album. It definitely has that kind of rustic... I keep using this adjective lately. I don't know why. It's not like I just picked it up. I've known this word for years, and I just really like using the word rustic. It's got that Americana, you know, just country... down home feel on it, you know. I don't know exactly where to place it. I guess obviously it'd be like the banjo and everything, but even without the banjo, there's like this almost Americanized version of their sound here, and I really like it actually. Surprisingly, even after just coming off of Quadrophenia, and I wanted to do something a little lighter because that was a long time that it took me to do Quadrophenia, so I wanted to do something a little special, you know, but still maybe a little less, like on a smaller scale than Quadrophenia. And this is the perfect kind of like landing album after that high, because it just proves how solid of a band they are. No matter what, they don't have to be writing these like, you know, 2-side or 4-side, whatever it would be technically, like crazy prog epic, not prog, but you know, concept albums. You know what I'm saying? You know, it doesn't have to be an opera, it doesn't have to be a symphony, it doesn't have to be nothing crazy. They can just be The Who. They can just be those 4 guys back there absolutely killing it, bro. I mean, Keith and John were pulling double duty in this. And then Pete's guitar solo in the last one, mwah, just perfect. Like I said, that whole kind of little country backdrop is perfect, man. And no matter what, Keith Moon is going to shine like a star, bro. He literally is like a supernova, you know, for better or for worse. He really is. Damn kids, bro. I swear to God. I don't know, man. I can't wait to hear what the rest of the album is. I know that we've done the big songs from it basically now, but I'm not one to just like do a song or two and dip out. I'm gonna finish it, you know. That's okay. I know a lot of you probably aren't like the biggest fans of this album, but I like it so far. It's definitely different, and I like that it's like a midlife crisis album because they just come off of, you know, they're not. I don't think they were as big as the Beatles, obviously. I don't think there was a Who mania, but I know they were huge, though. Like, absolutely huge. It was either the Beatles or the Who, Rolling Stones, blah, blah, blah. You know, but they weren't like... Well, I guess they would still be on that level of, oh my God, that's Keith Moon, or, you know what I'm saying? Were they on that level too? Like, oh my God, that's Roger Daltrey. I guess because even Roger... Yeah, that makes sense. So, I guess they were on that level. Never mind. Sans that. But it's just... I don't know, just coming off of all that, I would feel like I was in a midlife crisis too, because I don't even think they were... So this came out in 75, right? Is that what I thought? Yeah, 1975. So if they're like 32, 33 writing this, they're probably around my age, to be honest, maybe a little bit older. And I feel like I'm having a midlife crisis in a way, but not like a severe one. So I get it why you could have it in your 30s. I don't know if they like Pete settled down and had kids or not, or he's just out partying or what it was. Well, no, he's talking about like sexual frustration, so he's probably, married. Yeah, never mind. Yeah. But still, either way, I don't know what he's doing or like what the story was, but you know, you're coming off that high of all those albums, that work, all the touring. It must be exhausting, man. So I would go through a midlife crisis too if I was them at 30 or 35, or however old they are when they wrote this. So I get it, but it is funny to hear them be so down to earth. And just so upfront and personal about things, because you know, like a lot of the other ones, like they're speaking through, you know, it's like an opera, or you know, it's abstract metaphors. It's not actual, not even like stream of consciousness, Jesus Lee, you know, kind of lyrics. But this just kind of feels like more down in the dirt. Who, you know, like that first album, like My Generation. You know what I'm saying? I know they got to those lofty highs. But sometimes the middle's not bad either. The middle can be great. The middle's where you don't have to worry about the pressures of the top or the expectations of the bottom. You're just in the middle. It's all good, man. It's Zen. That's what Zen is. It's just balance, you know. You gotta have the good and the bad right in the middle. Doesn't always work, but You gotta try your best, you know? Equilibrium. But yeah, that was great. I don't want to sit here and yap y'all's ears off about this, but I really enjoyed that. I definitely would say Pete's guitar solo and the banjo throughout both those songs were great. Or the solo in the second, the banjo in the first. I see why that's like the biggest song from this album. I see why that's the single too. It's a very catchy, raunchy. You know, you can definitely catch the double entendre sort of stuff in there. Sounds like mom and dad were having a good time. That accordion was getting used very well. But it's definitely not, you know, it's not, what would you want to use? Quadrophenia. It's not Who's Next, but it doesn't have to be. It's by numbers, and I think it's great. So I don't know what y'all think. Let me know down in the comments. Is this album worth continuing, or should we move on to something else? I think we should continue it, but it's up to you guys. You know that. So I'll see y'all later. Take it easy. Oh, you're still here? I forgot to tell y'all one thing. We have a really cool Patreon community. If you want to come join us, talk music, have a request, whatever, it's up to you, man. Join the $15 tier or up. You get one free request a month. We'd love to have you, like I said. We have a really cool Discord. I've done a bunch of full albums of like the Beatles and some other bands like Blind Faith and everything. There's a bunch of videos on there, basically. Hours and hours of extra content. And there is also a PayPal if you want to send a request or a tip in that way. It's much appreciated. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you later.